everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Rams going up against the Cardinals. So let's send you out to the Valley of the Sun as we welcome in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. On first down, Keenum. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. 23 yards on the play.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
2nd down and 4. Time running out here on the play clock. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. The offense on your screen now, and Todd Gurley on your screen. That is the back of the present and the future.
And what an amazing return for him from a knee injury his last year in college at the University of Georgia. Now, it's like it never happened. There's nothing he can't do on the football field. And if you're a defense, that's a long day trying to prepare for Todd Gurley.
So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Keenum on 3rd down. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on second down. Now Palmer down around his goal line. Screen play, Johnson. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They go play action here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Have you talked with your friends who are in the fantasy leagues? I keep hearing David Johnson's name is coming up in a big way.
Boy, he was a steal third-rounder out of Northern Iowa, and I think last year started as a 4th-string back, didn't he?
He certainly did, but boy, he produces the year one on. Remember, he can run it, he can catch it. He was a wide receiver in Northern Iowa before he became a running back, and also has great kick return ability. Ran one back for a touchdown in 2015.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Here we go. 18.
Now Palmer on first down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. And this offense on your screen, one of the guys who knows how to win football games, Larry Fitzgerald.
Plenty of athleticism, but plays the game with incredible intelligence.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go. 18. 18. Check 50.
Oh, barely. They snapped it at 1. Now Palmer. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The starters on defense here for Los Angeles.
Mark Barron entered the league as a safety, but really plays much more like a linebacker. One thing we always notice at the end of every game, his stat sheet is full.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Mirror. Let's go.
On third down, Palmer. It's brought in by Floyd. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Six yards to go here on second down.
Check three, check three, check three. Here we go. Wide, 18. Wide, 18.
Now Palmer to throw on second down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That one was intended for John Brown. And they're going to face a third down. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Throwing is Palmer. He's got Floyd out left. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
All right, now. Blue 58. Here we go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. They go to Johnson again. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a third down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Palmer. And that is incomplete. Jaron Brown, the intended target. And it'll be 4th down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Gurley. And he'll they'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. 3rd and 2, Keenum. He finds his man. It's Austin. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. The one running back is Gurley. They go play action here on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Defense showing blitz. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Well, there was no blitz. That was just a draw play that, to be frank, didn't fool anybody.
Did we hear the entire stadium screaming draw? Because it felt like everybody was all over that play, and the defense won that battle.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. The play clock's running down. Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. And he will find his man. It's Kenny Brett. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come up in an offset eye. Play clock winding down. Throwing is Keenum. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Back to the ground game here. Gurley, a strong running. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
In scouting parlance, if you really like a player, they ask if you're going to pound the table for him. Well, when Todd Gurley came out of Georgia, I stood on a table and did backflips. Even with the knee injury he suffered his last year there, I thought he was one of the best runners I'd seen come into the game since Adrian Peterson.
They come out here in the eye. Now a first down throw. Keenum. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
An extra DB added here for the Cards on 3rd.
Blitzer play coverage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum. Man open is Britt for a Rams touchdown. Kenny Britt, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving.
Let's go. 1-18.
Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
So 3rd down, just 1 yard to go.
Get ready. Blue 95. Blue 95.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Now Austin. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
If you love pressure,
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Here's Keenum now on 2nd down. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for the tight end Lance Kendricks there. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down.
Let's go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
From the gun on third down, Keenum. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. The rookie out of Ole Miss, Robert Kimdichie, in there to bring him down, and it'll be a play to remember for that young man, the first sack of his NFL career. Here's Johnny Hecker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. With it is Brown. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Blue 58.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Mirror, mirror, mirror. Here we go. Wide, 18. Zebra.
They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. It's caught left side by John Brown. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Regular. Get ready. Wide, 18. Wide, 18.
On 2nd down, Palmer. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And here we go on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. To Johnson again. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move, to influence the defensive front, to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play.
Time running out here on the play clock. On second down, here's Keenum. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Pro Bowler, Calais Campbell, in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. On 3rd and long, it's Keenum. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Marcus Golden coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return is Peterson. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's brought down. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Cardinals a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
They'll come out in the pistol. They go play action here on first down. His throw incomplete. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. part of this Cardinal rotation. This is Chris Johnson, and he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. It's Palmer under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bryce Hager coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down.
Probably a little bit of a surprise call there on 3rd and inches that they decided to throw the football. And how difficult is that for an offensive line when they look up and see all those extra bodies coming at them?
Tons of bodies coming in. They get a huge sack there. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So it's a second missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well.
Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the fourth down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought.
The one running back is Gurley. Play action to Gurley. Now Keenum. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Back to the air. Keenum on 2nd down. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Throwing on first, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. 2nd down here.
Here we go. 3-19.
Again they run with Gurley. And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. 3rd and long. It's Keenum. Austin's got it left side. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They come up in an offset eye. first down, it's Gurley. A gain of 3, second down. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now it's 2nd and 7. They come out here in the eye. To throw on 2nd down is Keenum. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. One of the newer Cardinals picked up from New England, Chandler Jones. In there to bury him for a loss of 11. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now it's Zerline to try the Ram field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. And Zerline's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the 2nd quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
All right now, blue 58, blue 58, Sally 19, get ready, blue 95, blue, deep, deep. Check 99, check 99.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Completes it over the middle to Floyd. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 12. And the Cards are going to have a 1st down. Now Palmer on 1st down. He hits Floyd on the right. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Sally 19, Sally 19. 59 Mike, check, 59. Let's go, one.
On 2nd down, here's Palmer. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So just 1 yard to go here on 3rd down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
Here we go. 1-18. 1-18.
On 3rd and 1, it's Palmer. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Here we go. Blue 95. Blue 95. Hey. Watch the out. Hey.
Final play of the half. It's Palmer. He's going to take another shot here. And it is incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
Factored in.
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So 2nd and 10 here. Palmer gives to Johnson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Third down now following the run. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Palmer. It's caught. Nelson. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Fresh set of downs here. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 52 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Palmer gives to Johnson. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Partner's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defenses only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
Had the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now. 3rd and goal. Palmer. That's caught at the 1. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Michael Floyd, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. Catanzaro now for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Tavon Austin, he's going to go. He's at the 30. And he takes it all the way, but there is laundry on the field. A flag is down, and I think this one's coming back.
I agree. That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Second down following the run. The one running back is Gurley. Now Keenum throwing on 2nd. And that is incomplete. Brian Quick, the intended target. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football. But today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
To throw is Keenum. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Kevin Minter in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now it's Peterson. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So out now come the Cardinals. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a 1st down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe it's something they can build on as this game continues.
They come out here in the eye.
Blue 58. Blue 58.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards there on the pickup. And that'll be good for an Arizona 1st down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson in a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front, They moved him and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
In motion right is Brown.
Blue 58.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Let's go, let's go. Blue 95. Blue 95.
Now Palmer on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And past the 30 down to about the 27. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They come up in an offset eye. Now a handoff. Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Keenum to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And give him a gain of 37.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
To throw on 2nd down is Keenum. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And just like that, it's 3rd down. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. To throw, it's Keenum. It's complete to Brett. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They come up in an offset eye. On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Kenny Britt that time. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now.
Here we go now. Green, Leopard.
They run. It's Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Well, usually you don't think of the quarterback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
And how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Now Keenum. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Marcus Golden in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and turn for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
2nd down, 9 yards to go.
All right now. Blue 58.
On 2nd down, here's Palmer. And his throw here's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Blue 50.
On 3rd down, Palmer. And he's got Fitzgerald. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Strength throwing the football downfield has never been an issue for this big guy. I still remember the first time I met him. He was playing for USC, and when I got introduced to him, I thought I was meeting their starting tight end, not their starting quarterback.
Such a presence, Carson Palmer.
Very much so. Has had it ever since he entered campus there and still has it today.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now a play fake here. Palmer's hit, fumble. He loses the football. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Here we go. Blue 58.
Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. Caught right side, Jerron Brown. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Third and 20, and no surprise, the defense in the dime. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
I like what they were thinking on defense. Just guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let anyone pass that. Didn't matter whether they threw it or ran it. They just ended up rallying to the football on the running play and stopped them short of a 1st down.
Here's Ryan Quigley now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. Here's Austin. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The one running back is Gurley. And he'll get it up the middle. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now Gurley. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Here's Gurley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They go with Cunningham. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Gurley again here on first down. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
But it was stopped on that play. We saw plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down. Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field, and they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, The defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Brown, the lone receiver, left.
Get ready. Blue 58, Sally 19. Sally 19.
On 2nd down, Palmer. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
All right, say it with me now. There are a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty.
Yep. Wiley.
Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names.
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
All right, now, Blue 58.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And able to push his way for a good little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
2nd down following the run. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They go to Johnson again. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here we go. Wide 18. Wide 18.
On 3rd down, Johnson. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Hey, let's go. Let's go. Blue 95. Blue 95.
Now Johnson. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They come up in an offset eye. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
throw's going to be incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third.
Let's go, let's go. Blue 58.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He'll look to throw. And that's complete to Brian Quick. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And quickly, they get to the line.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. That's a really nice.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Back to throw. And this is incomplete. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. He's back to throw. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now it's Gurley. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out here in the eye. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. 3 for 3 so far, and a 4th would win it. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they have regained the lead. Still trying to digest the final moments of the game. What a fantastic drive to win it.
To see the winning team execute, stay calm and in the moment, and get it done, it really was a thing of beauty to conclude this game.
So for Los Angeles, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.